Yes, people! Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all good. It is the Everton preview. City can go top tomorrow with a win against Everton, obviously very briefly. However, just as being at the top would be very, very nice to see on a Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon, I should say. Big up to the main man, Hugh. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on.
To your own channel.
No,
Thanks
I'm
for
good, man.
inviting
I'm
me.
feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. It's been a fantastic few weeks watching and following Manchester City. We're 9 wins on the bench now. Opportunity to go into double figures tomorrow, which is it's sick. Like when people earlier in the season were like, "Oh, if City go on that run that we know they can go on, we're in trouble," kind of thing. It's kind of gone under the radar, but we're on that run. We're
We
putting
are on
that
that
run
run.
together. So listen, I feel good, man. The performances are getting better all the time. I can feel the cogs turning. I can see us. You can visibly see us going up through the gears, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree. We look a lot more confident. I'm a lot more confident in this side as well to get the wins. We went through a shaky period where we didn't really know what to expect from City. However, like going into tomorrow, Everton is typically well over the past few years, like not recent, like more later on, they were like a bogey team for us. I think nowadays it's not too bad for us. I think Goodison Park's a difficult away day to go to when we went there at Christmas. Um, but I think from that point onwards, we've been looking good. From that Everton game, we've been looking really confident. So I back us heavily tomorrow, and I do think that we'll end up top.
I think we will too. I think look, normally with half 12 kickoffs, it's always they're always kind of a bit iffy for us, aren't they? They're always a bit
They're my least favorite kickoff of any
yeah.
kickoff.
They don't bode well for anybody involved in Manchester City. The fans don't like going at half 12. Like I was at the Liverpool game in November, I think it was October, November. It was a half 12 kickoff. The atmosphere is flat. That speaks for itself. Liverpool coming to the Etihad, the atmosphere was flat. The players, I don't know, is it the earlier rise? Is it getting food into you earlier in the day? I don't know. It's typically a much more difficult time of the day to play is the half 12. But I feel like the incentive to go top of the league, albeit only for what half 12, quarter past one, half one, quarter past two. Our game ends at quarter past two. We could be top of the league at quarter past two, but Liverpool do go on to play at three, so it may only be for a couple of hours. But it's the significance of getting yourself into that number one spot again, even if it
Yeah.
only is temporary. It's the statement of saying if you had any feeling that we were gone, particularly when we were going through that period of only winning 1 and 6, we're now putting that those doubts to bed because we've clawed ourselves back up to the top, considering the deficit we had in kind of the December sort of period. So the incentive to go back top of the league for the fans, I would imagine. I'm not going unfortunately this time, but I would imagine the fans will be well up for it. The players, the manager, Pep will hammer it into the players tomorrow, man. That this is tomorrow is an opportunity to make a statement. Back top of the league. We slip up again tomorrow. You're losing some momentum, some hard earned momentum. We've put a lot of effort into getting the momentum we've got now. Winning at Goodison on the first game
Mhm.
back after the World Cup, winning at St James's Park, winning at Tottenham in the Cup. These are all hard fought wins to get ourselves psychologically and numbers wise to where we are now. So I don't care how we do it. I'm not asked about talking goal differences yet. I just want the 3 points tomorrow. We absolutely must win tomorrow. And we talk about this. We bang this drum every show we do. We know. You all know what I'm about to say. The fixture run, the fixture run, the fixtures coming up in March and April are difficult. So we need to use these games to give ourselves a good platform to work off when we get to March and April. Because look, do we envisage a 100% winning streak in March and April? I think it's totally unfair to expect that because of the nature of the games. But
Yeah.
we can put in the groundwork now.
That's it. That's it. The groundwork is the key words there. These are the games where we need to be winning these, and it kind of sets us up. Like you say, the groundwork is just the exact phrase for it because it sets us up nicely going into that run of fixtures in March. We don't want to be dropping points now and have more pressure on those games later on. And if we win today, as much as yes, Liverpool are playing Burnley, Liverpool are at home, it's not looking good, Brev. But it does put pressure on teams like Liverpool and Arsenal. The fact that we're going top, Liverpool and Arsenal don't want to see that. Arsenal got West Ham away on Sunday. Like, it does put pressure on them to stay with the pack, to keep up appearances. Obviously, like I say, they've got favourable fixtures. I think West Ham away is that could be a difficult game for Arsenal. But Burnley, when Liverpool are at home, I think we can probably expect Liverpool to win that game.
I mean, come on, Vinny, man. We didn't give you a statue for no reason. Let's go
go. And that statue is getting ripped down.
No, I've no expectation on Burnley to get anything off Liverpool. We spoke on the Big Six about Arsenal, West Ham, and everybody seemed to believe it's going to be a walk in the park for Arsenal. Now, I did predict I think a 2-0, 3-0 Arsenal, but that's kind of reverse psychology. I do that, so it's either Arsenal drop points or else I get points on the leader or the scoreboard, whatever it is. But look, Arsenal away to West Ham, man. West Ham had this funny habit of when they play the big London derbies, I should say, in their own ground, they find an extra 10-15%. So it'll be interesting to see how Arsenal fare in that game. The Liverpool game, no expectation. But Pep will say that. Pep will make it clear to the players it doesn't fucking matter what either of them do this weekend. We need to make sure that we do our job. What's worked so well for us over the years is we never focused on anybody. We never, even on the neck and neck title races with Liverpool, we never focus on them. Us as fans did, undoubtedly. We watched them and we did watch-alongs and made sure, hope when they drop points. But the whole thing in the squad, when you see the documentaries, was doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It's the next game for us. It's the next game for us. It's the next game for us. And that's how you put winning streaks together. If you start taking your eye off the ball and saying, oh, well, this team didn't play great that day and I'm only focused on this fixture in 3 weeks' time, you start to drop points stupidly. So we need to just treat Everton at home like it's the Champions League final again. And then whoever our next Premier League game is, Champions League final again. Has to be no let-up, man. No let-up.
You can't have complacency in these games and expect that you're going to win. Taking one game at a time is something that Pep has always done at City. And like you say, it's not a thing where Pep's going to be like, oh, I hope Liverpool drop points this weekend. It's all about what we do. End of the day, if we win all our remaining fixtures, we win the league. So Pep's going to focus on our remaining fixtures, not anyone else's. He's focusing on us, because we have the ability to do it, and it's in our own hands. So I think it'd be stupid of anyone to be looking at the other teams. Like you say, though, as fans, we just naturally are drawn towards those other games because we're kind of willing them to drop points. Almost like if you watch it, they'll drop points.
We're allowed, though. We can do that.
We're allowed to do that. The team needs to be fully focused on who's in front of them, and obviously the next up is Everton. We don't need any complacency tomorrow. The team should know what is at stake, as in like the fact of being able to go top, even if it's just for a couple of hours, is still major. That is still so sick for the players to just for the players to know that, look, you are top. You've not been top for absolutely ages, and look what you've done. You've overcome your shit period. We're in this mad run of form now. I think I think they'll be well up for it tomorrow, despite it being a 12:30, which stinks. I do think they'll be well up for it, and they should be as well.
It's sorry, go on, bro. Finish.
No, go on, bro. Come on, you're right.
I was just gonna say we're coming into that stage of the season now where it's up to the leaders and the squad to really hammer home to the players the importance of preparation and the way we approach every single game. Like Newcastle away and Tottenham away, they were treated really, really well. We obviously went into them treating them as big games, prepared well for them, and executed our game plan and got the result we needed. But it's no different when you play Brentford, Burnley, Everton, Wolves, whoever at home. These are absolutely huge. So I'm looking at players like Rodri. I'm looking at De Bruyne again tomorrow. I'm looking at, John Stones, Ruben Diaz. These kind of players, they've got to start going through the gears and getting to that level and dragging the rest of the players to that level that we know and we've experienced over the last few years. Like, I don't know, did you watch the video on City's official YouTube channel? It was with Ruben Diaz. It was called My First Season. And it was basically Ruben Diaz talking through his first season at City, obviously won the league. Ruben Diaz is in his 4th season at City right now. He's never not won the league. He's won the league every single week. It's mental, obviously, but with that success Now comes a responsibility on people like Ruben Diaz to ensure that the standards are kept high, to ensure that newer players and younger players like Doku, like even Haaland, who's still so young, even though he's achieved so much, he's still so young. And Haaland's never been in a position where he can go on and retain something. You know, he's never won a major trophy. And then there's pressure to go on and
had the
retain
chance
it.
to go and do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, so people like Diaz, people like De Bruyne, people like Foden, even I consider a senior figure in the squad because he's been around so long, have to ensure the standards are kept. And it's games like tomorrow where it can slip. You'd expect them all to get up and ambitious and ready for Anfield away or Tottenham away or Old Trafford. But it's games like this where if you take your foot off the boil, it can go a bit pear-shaped for you. So treat it with respect. I don't look at any of these games and go, they're walkovers, man.
I think the only game that recently that I've looked at and gone, yeah, we should be winning this quite comfortably, is Burnley.
Burnley, yeah.
And I think that's the only game that I could look at in that kind of sights. I think that's the only game that I'd think about like that. Just because Burnley have been in terrible form as well when we got to them. Everton, I do not expect to be like that Burnley game at all. I think it's going to be. I think we'll win. I think we'll get a few goals. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but I don't expect it to be a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination. Something that we've got to be careful with Everton is set pieces massively. 50% of Everton's goals this season have come from set pieces, which is wild. Like half of their goals are just from set pieces, which is mad. I think it's the most in the league, that as well.
Yeah, obviously we know Sean Dyche is he's big into his set pieces, but Sean Dyche again, he plays a very different style of football to Burnley. In my opinion, Vincent Kompany approached the City of Burnley game very amateurly. He approached it the wrong way. He fair play to him, look, credit to him. He stuck to his guns. He tried to play front-footed football and tried to be, aggressive and that, but it just totally backfired on them, and we picked them apart and we absolutely slaughtered them. Whereas Everton are going to go and play in the Etihad tomorrow in that traditional, nasty Sean Dyche low block, try frustrate the hell out of us and nullify our creative players. They're going to shut down De Bruyne as best they can. They're going to shut down Foden as best they can. And look, you're kind of looking at it at 10-minute blocks is the way Everton approach. I know the way all these teams approach it, 10-minute blocks. Get through the first 10, 15 minutes of the Etihad and keep working at 10-minute blocks and stop City scoring. The longer you can hold City off from scoring, the more you expect to frustrate them and things might go your way. So an early goal for us tomorrow would be absolutely, it would settle things because it'll force Everton to come out a bit and chase the game. But if we struggle to break them down and our creative players aren't on par, it could be made for a very muddy morning, as I would call it. Really, really nasty.
Yeah. We need to be on it. We need to be on it tomorrow. I think it's going to require patience tomorrow because it's one of them testing games that they're gonna sit there. Basically, they're gonna sit there and just say, "Yeah, you come at us, counter, and we're gonna counter attack you. You've got to do your bit and get through this defense." So it's gonna be one of them patient games where we're passing it about the ball a bit too much. You'll have people complaining in the chat saying we need to speed it up, or do you know what I mean, when we're not creating enough. I'm just hoping it does. The thing is, we have the players in the pitch to be able to unlock defenses now. With Foden being in the form that he's currently in, and Kevin De Bruyne back and looking really good, I think the spaces will open up. And also you got Erling Haaland in there. Erling Haaland will create space for our wide players, and then the players in behind. So I just think going forward, we're going to have too much for their defence. Cal there in the chat does say 4th best defence in the league, apparently, Everton. But I think that City will have too much for them.
Yeah, I mean, they've not won in their last 3. That being Tottenham, they drew, Fulham, they drew, and then Luton, they lost, beat Palace 1-0. Their results aren't actually that bad considering the circumstances around Everton Football Club right now.
Yeah.
But as always, man, you could rinse and repeat plenty of these previews. If City play to their best, no one's stopping us. Everton aren't stopping us.
Oh, no one in the world.
If City come out tomorrow and play to an 8 out of 10, I think we absolutely slaughtered them.
Yeah,
but when it comes to all these title races and all these games, our biggest obstacle is ourselves.
Yeah. It's all about the players being sharp on it. Do you know what I mean? Like no individual errors, things like that. It's all about how the players approach the game. And that's why the mentality is so key. It's so key. And even like before, when you started speaking about Ruben Diaz, he is one of them senior figures. Obviously, because he's won 4 Premier Leagues in a row. He needs to be telling these new players how to be the standards that need to be set. But for Ruben Diaz in himself, he can't allow his own complacency to kick him just because he's won it 3 times in a row now, and we're heading for a 4th. He can't let complacency kick in and think, "Oh, it's a piece of piss." He needs to still be putting up the standards to what we need to win this Premier League, and that's part of most of that is down to the manager. Most of that is down to the manager to get these players every game, week in, week out, riled up for every single match, knowing the importance of every game. And I think there's just a big incentive in this one, the fact that we can go top. I think City should see that incentive. The players will know they have the chance to go top of the Premier League again. I think we go top, and then if we at whatever point in this season we go top and we're clear by say like 3 points, I don't think we lose that position. I don't think we fall off.
I think it puts pressure mentally on Liverpool going into their Burnley game. They'll know the result of the City game before they kick off. They will.
Oh, without a doubt, they'll know who's top of the table.
And the thing is with Liverpool, they're still an unknown quantity. Yes, of course they have Jurgen Klopp, but they're still a very new Liverpool team. The kind of core of it, the midfield.
Oh yeah, the midfield is a completely different.
Yeah, there's still a lot of new things about the Liverpool team. They're not the Liverpool that we went toe to toe with. So, it's a test of their bottle, test of their mental pressure. You've been derailed. You've been taken off the top of the table, potentially only for a few hours. How do you respond to that? That's not happened to them yet this season. They've not, since they've gone top, I don't think they've been taken off top. So it's time for us to.
Right. Yeah. We need to knock off the perch.
Arsenal do it briefly. I'm not too sure, but not by us. It's a different pressure when we do it to anybody else. So if we come and take them off their perch, how do they respond to that? I'll be looking at them. I'll be saying, how do you respond to that? Got absolute trounced in the Emirates last week. How do you respond to that? How do you react to getting apps totally? It wasn't just like, the way everyone was saying, oh, Liverpool are unbeaten this season, bar the game against Tottenham, which they were robbed because of a dodgy decision, etc., etc. No, this game, Liverpool were absolutely top to bottom battered. How do they respond to that? Especially with all the Klopp news and uncertainty around players' futures. How is Liverpool Football Club going to react to being taken off top spot? Should Man City do the job? There's a lot to look at this weekend, man. It's a big weekend, but from our own perspective, we have to keep going up through the gears at the pace we are right now. I'm very satisfied with the pace that we're progressing and we're going nicely. Like we're brilliant at the marathon, not a sprint, and we're building up to peak at the right time. The right time being from the 2nd of March or 3rd of March, Manchester Derby. That's when we have to start the peak performance levels because it's going to have to carry through. That's the real marathon. 3rd of March, right to the final ball is kicked on game week 38. So
yeah, this is almost without being disrespectful. This is the warm up. This is basically the warm up.
It's our opportunity. It's our opportunity to get people up to speed, to shake some rust off, to get whatever tactics nailed down we need to nail down, to get people in the right mind frame, to get whatever combinations and chemistries we need to go. Whatever goes into getting City set up to being the best Manchester City, this is the time to do so. And you got to pick up the points.
Facts. Big up, Sai MCFC. Yes, bro. He says, big up. He says, are you guys coming to Copenhagen next week? No Copenhagen this time. We'll have a look at the next fixtures though. The next away day fixtures and see what we can do with that. See what they got cooking for us. A little bit of a City Extra European tour. We'll get that.
You think they're going to the next round if we get there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, I love that.
Because the later it gets, the worse it gets. So we need to nip it in the bud now and get that away day done, and then we can if we get further on, then we know. But yeah, we'll get some vlog content when we're out there as well. Whoever it is, wherever it is. So we'll have to wait and see who that is. But yes, I appreciate the super chat.
It's go to London.
I know.
Could be Arsenal. We go to London.
Yeah, I'd be fuming, bro. I'd be like, nah, I won't even do it.
You gearing up with your passport for a big European away, and you're just getting trained
at the airport, innit? And like, gotta get a flight to London.
Yeah, flight to London. Yeah.
Yes, Si, mate. Big Steve's in Copenhagen though, and if you want to know where to meet everyone, he does say. I think it was on the Big Steve show this week. He does let everyone know where he's gonna be. Where he's gonna be. At the bars and that, so keep your eye on the socials though.
Sai is organising it. He's the guy.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, because he did say someone called Simon, so it's going to be this guy. Yes, it is. It is. It has to be. That makes a lot more sense. That ticks a lot of boxes. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah, not this time, but next time we'll hit it up. I seen that Sean Dyche in his interview, right, went a bit. Guy has been a little bit sneaky in it with his wording. He said it's one rule for them and another for us in regards to the charges. Sean
Should have
Dyche
been one.
stirring the pot. What doesn't
You
he
mong,
understand?
Sean Dyche.
His club admitted guilt and said, yes, we have been found guilty of this. We hold our hands up. Arrest me now. Do you know what I mean? We've not said that. I don't understand why it's so difficult.
I'd expect better from Sean Dyche when it comes to that sort of thing. I think that's poor from him. I think he's appealing to the lowest common denominator there. He's just appealing to the Everton fans who are trying to use us as a, well, if you're punishing us, why aren't you punishing Manchester City? Without actually looking at the difference between the two cases. He's just trying to appeal to the wrong people he shouldn't be asked appealing to. But let him do his thing, man. Hopefully we can pack him up and send him home. Worrying about charges tomorrow.
Yeah, he needs to just continue with the gravel in his mouth.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
roast him in
Pep.
my review. If we beat them, I'm gonna roast him in my review.
Yes, good. Pep. Pep did comment on it as well. He said, "I know my opinion about that. I spoke many times. I don't have anything else to add. We will wait." So Pep literally just was just not even rising to it. Was like, "Nah, say what you want." It's just a weird thing to do from Dyche, innit? It's a weird thing to do from Dyche. It is what it is. But this is like basically El Chitico, isn't it? This is El Chitico this weekend. this is us with the 115 cheats, and Everton are the Premier League profit and sustainability cheats.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's the battle of the cheaters. Are they gonna get a plane again? You know what I mean? They got a plane for us last time when we weren't even playing Everton. Remember they flew I can't remember who was it. Liverpool, yeah.
I was at it. I remember I was standing in the south.
Oh yeah,
stand
you was. Yeah, you was. Yeah, it flew over. Yeah, man.
I was like, would you pack it in, lads? I'm trying to watch a fucking match here. I don't care about your banner.
I don't give a shit about your fucking play, mate. Big up Hugh and Elcoat. Yes, Elder, mate. I've seen that. Sitting in the chat's been spamming Elcoat as well. Buddy there says actual cheats versus cheats in progress. Yeah, that's it. That's the right. That's the right way to go about it. Danger man wise for Everton, I think is DCL available? I never even know if he's available anymore. I'm gonna guess he is, but is he that much of a danger man this year? I know on FIFA that guy Beto. Does he play? He plays for Everton, doesn't he? That Portuguese. I think he's Portuguese. He's meant to be. He's meant to be.
Oh,
sick.
Jack Harrison.
Jack Harrison. Yes, returning. Did he score against us actually?
He might have done.
Goodison. Yeah. I think it was him who scored against us, or he set it up. Can't remember whichever way around it was, but anyway, yeah, Jack Harrison.
What's his name? The midfielder.
Onana.
Yeah.
There's Onana, and there's Decore as well.
Decore, yeah.
They're both Donnies. They've got Idrissa Gueye as well in middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've got Dwight McNeil. They've actually got some decent players, Everton. It's just it's a shame that they got hit with them 10 points because other than that, they would have been doing decent. If they would have had them 10 points on top, they'd been on 29. They'd have been 12th.
It wasn't so long ago, probably 2 or 3 game weeks ago now, that if they hadn't have had 10 points taken off them, they'd have been like 7th or 8th.
Wild. Well, yeah. So they would have been 12th now if they didn't have that. Only 2 points behind Chelsea as well, which is mad. They got a lot of injuries. Oh, serious? So Decore and Onana are doubts.
They're done without them.
They are done if them two aren't playing. They are quality players. I'd take Onana at City in a heartbeat. I think he's mint. Mint. Yeah, I'd take Onana at City. He is sick midfielder. He's a sick midfielder.
Don't tell that to Big Steve. He hates him. He hates Onana.
Does he? I like him, mate. I think he's mint. I think he's mint. Have we all been bombarded by text by the club today to resell our Derby Day tickets? Serious, Benno? That's pretty mad. Club sweating, innit?
Absolutely, 1% on mine.
Jordy, what's the difference between us signing Harrison from New York and Savio from Troy?
No difference.
There isn't a difference. There is absolutely no difference in them two deals. We're not cheating when we go sign Jack Harrison because people aren't rating Jack Harrison as this top talent. People are rating Savio as this top talent, and then we go get him. That's suddenly then unfair. We have an unfair advantage because we're going getting this top talent. Yet if his name was Jack Harrison and he was English, people wouldn't think of him as that top talent, and no one would bat an eyelid.
Yeah,
that's just
literally it.
That's the way it is. So, I mean, to be fair, we did like a whole stream on that yesterday, innit? Like, the whole stream was talking about City cheating. Yeah, so, Sean Dyche isn't even on the touchline. Someone said it in the chat before. I think it was Buddy. Sean Dyche isn't on the touchline tomorrow. Not sure what's happening.
He's suspended?
I'm going to guess so.
Good. Hold that.
Oh, wait, here we go. The Everton manager was shown a yellow card during Saturday's draw with Spurs after complaining about Michael Oliver's failure toward the home side penalty. As a result, he'll serve a one-match touchline suspension. So he must have got too many yellow cards.
If they have no Deitch or Nana or Decore, we should be smoking them. Like, absolutely smoking them.
I agree.
Well, Deitch be up in the box, will he? Or in the stands?
Oh, he might go Big Sam mode, you know what I mean? With the AirPod in our ear on the Britney mic. I wish Big Sam was still in the Prem, you know. Honestly, every year when he gets signed for Neil Warnock, where is he now? I thought he retired.
Aberdeen.
Is he?
Yeah.
There's big pressure on Roy Hodgson now as well, isn't there? Seen the fans kicking off the other day. They were going mad. Who Crystal Palace got this weekend? They've got Chelsea.
Yeah. Well, they could win that.
Yeah, they could win that. And Palace are at home. Which is pretty mad. So, according to Everton's official website, they've got their injuries and suspensions on there. Very good feature. Dele Alli says groin injury, but I'm pretty sure is Dele Alli still not playing football?
No idea.
I don't know. I think he might have just quit football for a bit. Decore has a hamstring injury. Arnaut Danjuma, ankle injury. Amadou Onana, knee injury. And Andre Gomez, who's always injured, calf injury. So
they're all out.
It said Onana's return is scheduled for February, so maybe he could be back. But at the moment, they're all pretty much dusted. Basically, Decore and Danjuma are currently being assessed.
But in midfield of Foden, De Bruyne, and Rodri should be dominating whatever midfield comes up tomorrow.
Fact.
Based on form and everything.
On that, should we do a lineup?
Yeah, I'll get up my big graphics, will I?
Yeah, the big graphicos. Chat W in the chat for Hughes Graphics.
Yeah, I made these myself.
He made this website.
Mm-hmm.
He's got ads running on it, you know what I mean? So he's getting cash money.
Yeah. Right, we'll start with Ederson and Nets as always.
Standard
procedure. It does get kind of tricky after this, you know. We have a full squad, do we?
We do actually have a fully fit squad.
Even man like a Kanji's back.
Even man like a Kanji. Do you know what I mean? In the whatever whip it was. AMG, is it? Yeah, we don't have any injuries.
Walker right back.
The lineup's a bit small. What happens if you can press Control Q and scroll in? Oh, there we go.
Any better?
There we go. Look at that. See? Right back up with Kyle Walker. Guy's been guaranteed game time, 100%.
He's actually playing all right recently.
Yeah, no, he is. He's had a little bit of a turn of form. That Newcastle game was horrendous, and then he's pretty much fixed up. So he said what he needed to do to get him off his chest, and he's all good. I think Diaz will 100% be one of the centre backs.
I still think Diaz, Ake Vardy for some reason. I'll go same again.
No, I'm with Carl. I think Diaz Stones and Diaz Stones Ake. Oh no, he could go Vardiol actually because Vardiol does push up heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and he might like that against these. Speaking of
Diaz.
Vardiol, he's in the chat.
If you're playing
Bro,
Walker, you can't really play Ake left back, can you?
I. Oh, it's so grim. It's so grim.
If it's
A
gonna be Diaz,
kanji, a kanji could be
it'll
used.
be if it's gonna be Diaz Stones, it'll be Diaz Stones Vardiol, not Diaz Stones Ake.
Yeah, I agree. Can still have Stones just sitting back, and Vardiol goes forward. Oh, it's so difficult now. Now that everyone's back, it makes
What
this
if it is
such a
Stones Ake and Stones is the one who moves up into midfield?
yeah. Well, Stones usually does that, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it could be Stones Ake then,
So then
couldn't it?
you'll have a back three of Ake, Diaz, and Walker.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, AK. How you doing, brother?
What
I
are we
mean,
thinking?
should we poll it? Chat. Do you want a poll? Chat. We're gonna have to throw it out to use because we don't know who starts.
I want John
Stones.
Stones, and I want to see John Stones.
Basically, we've dialed in Kyle Walker and Ruben Diaz. So, who is it? Stones, RK, Stones, Vardiol. We're not even including a kanji. It's fair. In fact, I'll just do this. Is it Stones? Is it Vardiol? Because it's not Vardiol won't play centre back though.
No.
Basically, Stones, Ake, or Akanji next to Diaz. This is your question. Who starts next to Diaz? Is the first one. Who starts next to Diaz? Because I think this determines a lot in my head. But then probably doesn't.
How fit is John Stones? He hasn't played in ages now, has he?
It came on the other day, I think, against Brentford. I could be chatting shit, but I feel like I've seen him. I am absolutely chatting out my ass.
I don't remember that.
So yeah, no, he didn't come on against Brentford. Did he come on against Burnley? He started against Burnley. Played the full 90 minutes. Akanji hasn't played. I think it could be Akanji.
I could see a Kanji coming on towards the end. I don't know about start.
I think left back is going to be Vardiol.
So then we got to put Stones in or
Stones
Ake.
or Ake. Who played against? Did Ake play centre back against Brentford? Yeah, he did because Ivan Toney dusted him.
I think it'll be Ake then.
Well, I don't know because Ivan Toney dusted him. Yeah,
I'm happy to just pull the trigger on John Stones, you know.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's just throw John Stones in.
We can change it if the poll decides otherwise.
Yeah, I mean it's on 53%. I'd throw Stones in. I like that back four. I think that's a decent back four.
Yeah, I like that back four. I think it's solid. I want to see Stones playing his John Stones role again. I want to see him stepping into midfield. I'm not that bothered about Vardy flying up the pitch, even though he did all right.
I don't think I'm even a fan of that.
He did all right against Brentford, but I prefer the extra body in midfield with John Stones.
Mm-hmm.
So Rodri midfield, obviously. De Bruyne.
Yeah. Always a shoe in. So it's who goes next in because the actual formation that we've been playing, like if you look at the last game, we had Alvarez, Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Haaland up top, which is all very fluid because people were moving all about the gaff. Kevin De Bruyne will definitely start. It's just now, personally, for me, I think if it's this formation kind of thing that we'd be using, I think he'd put Alvarez in the other one because we've seen Alvarez play midfield before, even though we will push up kind of second striker next to Haaland. I think he'd then play Foden on the right and then either Grealish or Doku on the left.
So no Bernardo.
Someone got to miss out. Bernardo be playing a lot of football.
It's not what I want, but I agree because Pep is obsessed with playing Julian Alvarez. Like he has to
Yes,
play.
he's obsessed with Alvarez. Oh, but like I say, an alternative is to throw Bernardo in. It's difficult as well though because you've still got Kovacic and Nunes sat on the sidelines.
Could there be a surprise and one of them come in maybe?
You could see Kovacic start, like Rodri, Kev, cover, Haaland,
Yeah.
Foden, Grealish, or Doku.
I have a weird feeling it's going to be Kovacic beside Kev.
I have a feeling it could be Kovacic. You know, I don't, and that's not a bad thing because I think he played really well against. Was it Spurs his last game?
Spurs, yeah, he's unreal.
I think he played really well in there. So it's so awkward because Nunes played really well in his last game. Kovacic
Yeah.
played really well in his
Also,
last game.
it might be time to bear in mind the Champions League on Tuesday. Will you want to rest anybody?
Fact, yeah. People like Bernardo Silva, your engine workers.
I think he's going
These
to
are,
play Kova, and then Kova won't play in the Champions League.
I think that's a smart one.
I'm going to put it in.
I'd throw Kovacic in next to there, and then beefs out the midfield a little bit. I like that, and Kovacic and Rodri have got this kind of good partnership at the moment where it used to be. I feel like when Kovacic went for his rough patch, he was pushing too far forward when Rodri was pushing forward, and both kind of being left out a little bit. Whereas now they help each other out a lot more. Like they rotate so much in that 6 role. If you watch Kovacic actually play, he rotates into that 6 quite a lot, which is good.
Mm.
And he played really good. He played really well against Spurs. Played mint against Spurs.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Sylvia says that's too defensive, but I don't think it is. I think it'd be good.
I like it. As long as Kovacic plays to the level that he did against Spurs, because he was actually really effective going forward.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't ultra defensive. He was actually aggressive.
The only thing for me why I wouldn't start Kovacic is that they're going to go 10 men behind the ball and we need players who can unlock defences. And I know that they have, Kovacic was passing it about really well, actually. But Kovacic is a more defensive-minded player. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that anyway. Winger-wise, it's so
This is
difficult.
the toughest, man. This is the toughest one to pick. I have my 2 who I think it'll be. It's not what I want.
I don't think Grealish starts again.
I don't think he does either.
I think Grealish will play against Copenhagen.
I think so.
I think Grealish gotta just be. He's just got to be patient. I think it's Doku left wing and Foden right wing.
I think it's Foden Bernardo on each wing.
Foden left wing?
Yeah, or right maybe, yeah. Probably left.
Yeah, Foden would be left and Bernardo would be right. No, I don't see that. I
have a feeling that he's not going to start either Doku or Grealish. Do you think Doku Bernardo?
I think it's Doku Bernardo. Doku Haaland Bernardo is the front three. Let's
Foden's dropped for the first time.
What did I say?
You said no Foden then at all?
Oh no, I meant Doku Haaland Foden.
Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah, Doku Haaland Foden is what I think it'll be.
And then Bernardo and Grealish rested for Grealish doesn't need a rest, but like he's not playing until Champions League.
Grealish with his forced rest until Champions League football comes back. I could see Pep playing Bob, says Jimmy Grimwall. I don't see it personally.
Nah. So you're saying Foden and Doku? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I think it'll be. And you, hang on, we can do a poll. Wait, which wingers? Question mark. I think
Foden plays. I think Foden starts somewhere.
And you think it'll be Foden, Bernardo? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Chat. Bob will play Champions League. I'm not sure if he'll play the away game. He could do, actually. He could do. I actually trust Oscar Bob quite a lot. I think he's got that talent.
Yeah. Well, you can't put too much responsibility on him just yet.
I just realised we've not even put Alvarez in the team either. Even though Pep's obsessed with Alvarez. But still,
Someone's
then
gonna have to miss out, man.
people have to miss out. We've got a fully fit squad, and Champions League's back, so good to rest him for that. He's been playing a lot of football recently, Alvarez.
I'm almost certain Alvarez will play in Copenhagen. Like start.
I think he'll start in Copenhagen. We're stacked. We are stacked. Do you remember at the beginning of the season, we're like, we're so light. We need to make signings. It's not. It's not. We actually have a very good squad. When everyone's fit, it's very, very, very good.
I'm happy to run with this, you know.
Doku Foden.
Yeah, I just like the left wing one. I think is up for debate a bit, but Foden I think is in the team. I think he starts. He's one of the most consistent players selection wise this season.
Yeah, I think in the form that Foden's in, it wouldn't make sense to drop him.
No, keep him going, man. Keep him going.
Doku could be dropped. I think you could. The only players that I can see in this team which are definite, Edison would be a definite, Walker's a definite, Rodri's a definite, Haaland's a definite, Kevin De Bruyne's a definite, Phil Foden's a definite. Other than that,
Yeah.
the rest. Then so you know what I mean. Your Vardiol, Stones, that could change.
The left hand side, the whole left hand side,
the whole left hand side of that pitch can change.
Yeah. It's difficult, man. Pep Guardiola doesn't make it easy to do these predictions.
Are we locking it in?
We're locking it in.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold tight. That was literally my mate Dugan saying hold tight Anne Marie. I don't know who Anne Marie is.
Singer,
just say hold tight.
She's a singer.
Oh no, not that Anne Marie. It's not that Anne Marie.
We got Anne Marie either way.
Yeah. Do you guys see Sergio Gomez playing on Saturday? If we're winning about 4-0, yes.
Yeah.
Sergio Gomez comes on when we're taking the piss.
Yeah.
It's almost like an added insult to your club if Sergio Gomez gets on the pitch. It was the same with Calvin Phillips. Them two were boys, man. Them two used to come on when it was like pure roasting session.
They're brothers, man. They're brothers in arms.
They're brothers in arms. Yeah, fact. Hopefully, actually, on Calvin Phillips, hopefully Calvin Phillips can actually have a good game for West Ham. He's had a rocky start. So hopefully he has a good game for West Ham on Sunday.
I've not watched any of his West Ham games, but
I've just heard bad shit. Like I've seen him. I was at the Big Steve show. Is that the Big Steve show I was watching along? A West Ham fan came in the chat saying, "You ripped us off. We want our money back for Calvin Phillips." I was like, he's on loan.
It's no money, mate. It's a loan deal.
He's on loan. And that bad. They want the money back.
Pep needs to say to Calvin, if you score a winning goal against Arsenal this weekend, you can come back next season.
You can come back to say, we'll utilize him.
But yeah, that's our team. Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Vardiol, Rodri, De Bruyne, Kovacic, Haaland, Foden, Doku. I think that team beats Everton for me. I'll be pretty confident that team will get the job done. So yeah, happy enough with that.
Smash a like on the stream if you like the team, innit?
Good team, man.
I think that's I'm very confident in that side going beating Everton tomorrow. But at what scoreline do they go and beat them at?
Go on,
age-old question. I think
question. That old chestnut.
That old chestnut. Who speaks like that? Who said these words? I think it will be 3-1.
Yeah, we're not a clean sheet club right now, are we?
Nah, we don't do clean. We don't do clean sheets even when it looks like dead set to get a clean sheet.
I'm gonna go against the grain and back a clean sheet. It's time we started getting clean sheets, man. I'm gonna say 2-0 Man City. Yes. Haaland's gonna get a goal. Haaland's due a goal, man.
Haaland needs to, Haaland is due a goal, definitely. Yeah, after that miss, he'd be fuming.
Yeah, you need to go, man. It's time to get that robot working again.
You're playing the odd games, bro. You're playing the odds game. We're gonna get a clean sheet at some point. So, you know what I mean? You just got to back it. At some point, it'll happen. I played the odds
Yeah.
game against Spurs. I said it will happen at some point, and I said we will beat Spurs we'll score a goal even, and we did. So,
Yep.
okay, I think 4-0 drew the beast from someone who's got the what are they, third or fourth best defense in the league. I think he's a bit heavy, even though I have gone 3-1. But I'd love that. I'd love that. Hey, we've been the 3-1 as well, which is pretty sick. Douglas right with the 3-1. Cal 3-0 and says clean fucking sheet, mate. Cal's washed his sheets.
Oh, good man, Cal. It was due.
Top of league says we score whatever amount and would love a clean sheet. Tough ask.
Yeah.
Thing is, who scores for them? I don't even know, like, Everton top scorer. If I type Everton top scorer, am I going to get, like, it's Jack Harrison. Oh, no,
Is he
it's
the
not.
top scorer, yeah?
It's Decore, who's got 6 goals and 2 assists. He might not be playing. Jack Harrison is second, 4 goals, 3 assists.
It's not great. It's not great.
DCL, obviously, they will play DCL. DCL's also got 4 goals and 2 assists.
I don't rate Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you know. I really don't rate him.
I don't rate him. The guy's made of biscuits, and he's so inconsistent.
So inconsistent, man.
Okay,
anyways,
with a casual header. Yeah.
That is that.
That's your preview. Both very confident of a win. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to you roasting Sean Dyche after the match.
Yeah, I wish I was going to the game, man, but I'm busy, innit?
I want your best Sean Dyche impression in that review.
Okay. If we get a clean sheet, I'll do my best Sean Dyche impression.
If we get a clean sheet, Hugh does Sean Dyche. No, not for the full thing, but like
the whole review in Sean
the
Dyche.
whole review is in Sean Dyche mode. Benno's bricking it proper nervous. Are you nervous, bro?
No.
I don't think I'm nervous yet. I'm usually always nervous for these games, but I'm not nervous. Is anyone in the chat nervous? Like Benno's nervous. I ain't nervous. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Confidence. Shit kickoff time, but we're gonna go out there and win. We're gonna do it. Do bits. Top of league. City will be top of the league come 2:15 or whatever time it is.
Yeah. That's it, man. Gotta manifest, man. Manifest.
Yeah, boy. Right then, if you're watching this back on a replay, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of mine and Hughes combined 11? Combined 11 of what? Combining City players to make a first 11 is what we was doing. Yeah, let us know what you think about on our team. If you think that can beat Everton tomorrow, and what your score prediction is. Dan Trallius, I'm not going to wear the shirt. The cursed Party 69 top will not be worn, unfortunately. It's a big curse. But yeah, big up everyone. Appreciate everyone watching this. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here for the watch along. He will be back with a review and with his best Sean Dyche impression. Cannot wait. See you in a bit.
In a bit.